Hello everybody, welcome to another post-knowledge video, and today, yes, we're doing geography again. If you're watching this video now, please don't click away, because we have all other subjects including history, and we also do some chess, so do check out those videos as well. In this video, we're going to learn about how we prepare to earthquakes and volcanoes, and why people live near volcanoes, and compare HICs and LICs. Wait, would people live near volcanoes? And was an HIC? Well, continue watching the video to find out. So firstly, how to prepare a volcano? And also, why would people, knowing that there's a high risk of dying, live near a volcano? So how we prepare for volcanoes? Firstly, scientists can create hazard maps to show where is safe and where is dangerous to live. They can also use water to cool lava, although I bet they will use a huge amount, and explosives to redirect the lava. And they can also educate and evacuate people. Satellites and tilt-meters also can record possible volcano eruptions, although it is quite hard to predict exactly when it will happen. And yes, why will people live near a volcano? So maybe before there might be some, for example, you have to live there, like there's nowhere else to live, or people might be uneducated, like the Pompeii incident, like, there's a volcano, what's a volcano? Something like that. But now even if people completely know about volcanoes, they might choose to live near them. Firstly, tourism. They get lots of money from tourism, because when the volcano is not erupting, why not visit it for a holiday? Or a birthday anniversary or something. So, yes, they get lots of money. Locals there, the people who work there, they get lots of money. They also can get geothermal energy from the earth, which uses the heat or the lava underground to heat water. And it's quite a clean energy source, and firstly it's encouraged using geothermal energy, and also it's quite cheap compared to fossil fuels. And there's also fertile soil and minerals in the area. So, although people might live near a volcano, there's no way people would try to live near an earthquake region, right? Yes, but how can we prepare for them? Firstly, preparing for earthquakes is hard to predict patterns, and even if we could predict patterns, the next earthquake will happen in 29 days happens. So, you can't do that. But there's something we can do. Firstly, we can conduct evacuation drills and also educate the people. For example, if they were trapped in the building, how to escape. And if an earthquake were to happen, which will be the safest place to stay. People also can be relocated beforehand if an earthquake looks likely. However, this will not be that practical because of the risk of false alarms. The government or local authorities can distribute survival kits on plate boundaries, because who knows, if an earthquake strikes, you might be able to survive for long. Also, it will be wise to install an automated cut-off of gas supply to prevent further explosions and fire. If the country is near the coast, such as in California, tsunami walls can be built to prevent the earthquake from triggering a high tsunami. So how can we determine the severity of a volcano or earthquake? Well, for volcanoes, the type of plate boundary, a constructive plate boundary is definitely better than the destructive plate boundary. But what is constructive and destructive plate boundaries? Check out the video of Geography 1.1. And where it erupts. If it erupts if Mount Fuji were to erupt, and it will kill lots of people. And if Yellowstone were to erupt, it will kill lots of people, because there are lots of people living in the area. For example, if there were a volcano in Tokyo, it would kill loads. But if the volcano was located somewhere nobody cares about in Fiji, it wouldn't kill anybody. And we're talking about natural hazards here. So a natural hazard is only a hazard if it does harm or kind of like kills or takes away their property, etc., to people. Before humans ever came on this planet, there are no natural hazards. There are natural disasters, obviously, and any planet has them, but there are no humans, so no natural hazards. And also what type of volcano it is. If it's a super volcano, it does more damage than an ordinary one. What about earthquakes then? Firstly, if the earthquake's focus is high, then it's the worst earthquake. And where it hits, especially whether it is, for example, in Chengdu, big city in China, in Tokyo, big city in Japan, obviously you know that, or some random island in the Caribbean. And what time of day it hits. So sometimes in the day, people will be more active than night. So if an earthquake warning was coming, they could run for their lives. However, in day, people might be more densely populated, whereas at night, they'll all be separate in their own houses. And let's compare HICs with LICs. So what are they? An HIC is a high-income country, and an LIC is a low-income country. It's about how much money the country makes, and how much the government is able to afford things. So in most cases, an HIC is better than an LIC, because they can afford more equipment, do more education drills, and have lots of hospitals, and can even prevent the spread of disease. And even if a disease were to spread out, they would be better coping with it than an LIC. However, an LIC would be better because less economical damage would be done in an LIC than an HIC, but repairing would be better done in an HIC. So an HIC is actually generally better than a low-income country. Well, and that's that. Thank you for watching this video. This is the end of this geography lesson. In this lesson, you have learned how to prepare for volcanoes and earthquakes, why people live near volcanoes, and the comparison between HICs and LICs. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Do check out some other content, and please subscribe, like us for more. Thank you for listening.